Hello and welcome back to Traversing the Cosmos. My name is Fola and I'm back with another podcast episode. This week we're going to be talking about Virgo season and all that it has to offer us. There are some major themes that Virgo season is going to bring us, and then we're going to get into our first week of transits. As always, you are welcome in this space and I appreciate your presence. This space wouldn't be what it is without you all. So thank you for spending your time with me. And if you're like me, if you love to talk about astrology and tarot and the cosmos, don't forget to give us a follow, okay? I say us, it's just me. But I think of you guys as my collective. So join the group, subscribe to the channel, follow the Substack. That way you never miss a new episode. All right, without further ado, let's talk about the stars. This is going to be a pretty potent Virgo season, all right? We're already starting it off with a Mercury retrograde. And as you know, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So a little discombobulating off rip. And then the first transit that we're experiencing is a Venus square Mars. And in any other sign, I mean, it'd still be a square, but the idea of Virgo and Gemini squaring each other, two signs that are both ruled by Mercury, but go in completely opposite directions in the way they go about getting their information. And even, this is Venus and Virgo. She's got some high quality taste. Like, she's very particular. And Mars and Gemini is kind of all over the place. So it is kind of hectic energy that we are starting off this season with. And that's going to prove to be a theme, which is interesting to me because, like I said, Virgo is very particular in its energy. It is all about improvement, very focused, and this season is going to throw it off its game. It's like a whole new Virgo, a whole new world. That's what I keep hearing. It's like you are going to be thrust into adaptation mode. Yeah. And maybe that is where you need to improve. Maybe that's what's going to prepare us for our future endeavors, is not just feeling content when we've prepared and over-prepared like a Virgo does, right? It's knowing that we can adjust in the moment. We can do things on the fly, because that Virgo energy can also be very cautious. It wants to know all of the possible outcomes before it even steps a toe outside its door, right? And that can hold us back, especially when a lot of the times we're more prepared for what it is that we want to take on than we give ourselves credit for. And so what we need is the courage. We need the understanding that we can take on anything, that even when life surprises us, we've got it in the bag. And a Virgo only gets to know that by being thrown into the deep end. And so take a look at your chart. Where is your Virgo energy? Where are you receiving this shakeup in your cautiousness? Where are you being pushed outside of your comfort zone? Where do you wish that you could just prepare a little bit longer? Where are you more ready than you ever gave yourself credit for? That's the area of your life that is going to receive a boost. Now, it may be a little scary this season, but you will end the season up with confidence, more confidence in yourself and in your endeavors. and your ability to improve, your ability to take on anything, your ability to let go of your false reality of control. Control, it's an illusion. But improvement is something that is absolutely possible. And all it takes is your courage and willingness to adapt. And when we take a deeper look at the human design for this day, the 2551 channel, the initiation channel, is also being activated. And that is encouraging us to take a leap forward, to take a risk, to take a chance, and make a change and break away. Okay? It's encouraging you to do something different. There's a lot of provocation on this day, but it's only here to make you better. So take a deep breath and know that you have the answers. They are buried in the infinite wisdom of your body. And sometimes, in order to hear the body, you have to turn off the mind. On the very next day, August 23rd, Mercury in Leo is going to trine Chiron in Aries. It's going to happen at 8:15 in the morning. This is the second time that Mercury will trine Chiron throughout this retrograde season. And the first one was a month prior to this. So think of this day, this transit, as a check-in on a healing point. Aries and Leo energy, they want you to be bold, brave, and unique. They want you to stand out and to receive recognition. And most of all, they want you to be passionate and assertive. Mercury and Chiron are working together to ask you, what do you need to reach your fullest potential? Are there any creative projects that you have started and have fallen by the wayside? How can you release any mental pressure that you carry with you on your day-to-day? And how can you share your experiences? There is an energy of playfulness and creativeness. In human design, the 59-6, the channel of mating, is also going to be active. And while the channel of mating can refer to actual mating, it can also refer to production. Putting something out there for people to see, birthing something, bringing life to your ideas. So I ask you again, what have you started that you have yet to finish? And what's been taking you so long? Like I said, this transit is a trine, so there is a very supportive energy happening between Chiron and Mercury right now. But there may be points of pain that come up because Chiron is the wounded healer, and he teaches us how to move past our pain, how to carry it and hold it with honor. So you may be revisited by a disappointment or two today. But it's only so that Mercury and Chiron can figure out a way to heal this point of pain for you. This first week really is going to be a doozy. There are 4 transits happening back to back to back to back. So the very next day, on August 24th, Mercury is then going to sextile Mars. Mercury in Leo, Mars in Gemini. They're coming together at 22 degrees in the sky in another supportive aspect. And there is a need to be open to receiving from this transit. There is going to be a lot of activity going on. Mercury in Leo is trying to get to the fun, the heart of the matter. And Mars in Gemini is trying to experience everything. They're trying to learn everything. They're trying to pick up all the details of everything. And not only that, Mercury just worked with Chiron the day before, right? And now it's coming to hit Mars. And the one thing that Mars in Gemini can do to its detriment is not be able to listen to itself. It's great at hearing the opinions of everybody else, but then when it's time to come up with their own opinion or truly take action on something, Mars in Gemini can get stuck weighing its options, you know? And I just find it interesting that the Chiron and Aries transit that happened before is about finishing what you've started. And this Mars in Gemini is at the 12, or Mars is at the 12 of Gemini. And it's on the energy of caution and meditation. And so Mercury was working with Chiron, picking up the downloads of what have you delayed, and then pushing that Mars in Gemini. And Mars in Gemini is also completing the channel of openness, which is 12 and 22. And this channel is about creating space, not just for yourself, but for other people through acting on your own creative endeavors and wishes. So yeah, we're reworking. Mercury is giving us some clues as to how to take steps forward. And with both human design channels 59.6 and 12.22 being activated, mating and openness, it's feeding into our creative juices and bringing them to the forefront. Asking us, what is in our heart to create? And how can we carve out our own space in the world for it? Now, Mercury sextile Mars is going to happen in the wee hours of the morning, 12:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on the very same day at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mars is then going to sextile Chiron. And this feels like the completion of the trio, Mercury trine Chiron, Mercury sextile Mars, and now Mars sextile Chiron. And these three entities working together feel like they are completing a triangle. And we need all three things. Chiron is helping us to heal how we have always existed. It is helping to build strength. And it's addressing how we feel. Mercury is addressing how we think and how we communicate. And Mars is addressing how we take action. The three together, working together to heal something, a moment in time, or a habit, or even a thought cycle. Mars and Chiron working together is going to help you to really take charge. And because Mars is in Gemini, you might end up taking a few people with you. You know, Mars in Gemini does love a group, okay? And it just feels like there is a healing point around how you incorporate other people's opinions. It feels like there's a healing point around the assertiveness you have had within group settings. Mars and Chiron are working with Mercury to embed you with courage. There's also a potential to heal squabbles, like petty squabbles between a neighbor or between your siblings on this day. There's a potential to heal any misunderstandings on this day. And there's also a potential to speak up for yourself. All right, y'all, we made it to the end of the first week of Virgo season. I'm really excited. Oh, I don't know why. I just know that I just have this feeling that Virgo season is going to be a kick in the butt, but it's going to be the best kick in the butt. It is going to reroute us and get us back on track, get us focused in the right direction. So yeah, cheers. Cheers to Virgo season and cheers to you. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your presence. Thank you for sharing this space with me, talking about space being created. Y'all have no idea what it means to me that you show up to this space. So, once again, thank you so much. If you are interested in getting a reading, head to my website, cosmic-belonging.com. If you are interested in telling me about how your week has been going and how you've been experiencing these transits, drop down below into the comment section. I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions, anything at all, you can email me at cosmicbelongingllc@gmail.com. I will see you all again next week. Oh, and don't forget, you belong. Bye. Bye now.